Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. If you hear a lot of noises in the background, that's just my siblings. They're watching some sort of cartoon shows in the living room. But anyways, in today's video, I want to talk about how to glow up physically and mentally. And I was gonna do like one on how to just glow up physically and just give you guys some tips, things that I've learned over the years. But I was like, let me just do it mentally too, because I feel like if no matter what you do, no matter what you put on, no matter what routine you have for your skincare or your workout or just like your overall body care, you're not gonna look as good as you want, and it's not gonna reflect as if you're not happy in the inside. So I wanted to do like how to glow up physically and mentally, some cute, easy, quick tips. And there's nothing wrong with I know people have like this misconception of, people are obsessed with always wanting to glow up and always wanting to change how they look and blah blah blah. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to look good. There's nothing wrong with wanting to feel good, because when you feel good, and you look good, then you're gonna have a better day, you're gonna have a better week, you're gonna have a better month and a better year, and you're not gonna be, sulking in your room, you're not gonna be upset, you're not gonna be sad, you're not gonna be, regretting what you should have done and what you shouldn't, what you didn't do, to make yourself feel better. You're gonna be more happy, more confident. So yeah, like wanting to look good and wanting to feel good, there's nothing wrong with that, and don't let anybody ever shame you. There's only something wrong with wanting to feel good and look good when you're going to extremes and when you're hurting yourself and when you're hurting others. But other than that, there's really nothing wrong with wanting to look good and feel good. So we're gonna start with how to go up mentally first. I feel like mentally, I don't know, I feel like that's just gonna be more important. The first step I would tell someone if they wanted to glow up mentally is to delete things that make them insecure on their social medias. Because nowadays, we all have social medias, we all have TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, we have all these social media platforms. We're seeing all these people that we never would see. We have access to all these people's lives that if social media didn't exist and back in the day, that we would never have access to. You're consuming all this content, and honestly, sometimes things like seeing someone who's really pretty and seeing all these pretty girls that have a body type that you like, or have like a hair that you would like, or a lifestyle, like a certain lifestyle that you would like, and they have all of these things that you don't have, that can honestly make you insecure and jealous, because we're human beings. Like we feel insecurities and we feel jealousy, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that as long as you don't take it too far, obviously. So deleting certain things off your social media will help you go up mentally, because you're gonna feel better and you're only gonna see things that make you happy. You're not gonna be running into some girl that makes you feel insecure because she lives in a high-rise apartment in New York and all she does is go for coffee runs and Target runs and runs around the city the whole entire time. Meanwhile, she's only 21. Meanwhile, you're 21, living with your mom and your dad and all your ghetto little siblings, going to, college full time, and you have 5 different jobs and you can barely even get a bowl of damn Chipotle that costs $10. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just to put it in perspective, like, people, like, nowadays we have so much access to other people's lives. It's crazy, whether it be through YouTube or Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok. Like, we just see all these people's lives that we would never see, and sometimes, like, I myself do feel jealous. Like, I remember when I was a little bit heavier, like whenever I would see a skinny girl, I'm like, this is just making me a little bit jealous. So I would just block people. Like, I was telling my sisters, like, I was like, if I don't like something that I see on my thing and it makes me feel some sort of way, I'm just gonna block it so I don't see it. The second tip I would give to someone to glow up mentally is to surround with yourself with people that love you and that actually care about you, and to get rid of people that don't care about you. And nowadays, like, when you're a young adult, like 23, 24, 25, you're going to college, you're going to parties, you're new to the workforce, you have like this thing of, you want to fit in, you want to make friends, you want to talk to people. And sometimes people fall into this trap of just talking to people or befriending people just for the sake, of not being lonely. But when you feel comfortable with being lonely, and when you feel comfortable with choosing, who to hang out with and who to befriend, you'll feel so much better. Some people are literally energy vampires. Some people are not good people to hang out around. Some people are not good for your energy. They're jealous, they're bitter, they're this, they're full of drama. All they do is want to talk about their personal issues, but God forbid you talk about, something happened in your life. So make sure that you're very careful with who you who you're friends with and who you're surrounding yourself with. Also, like, some people like to neg people. Like, negging is like when someone like likes to put you down in like a jokey way. But there's nothing funny about someone putting you down. Like, your energy and the people that you surround with yourself have a big they have a big, what do they have? Like, they just have like a big impact, you know, in your life and how you feel better about how you feel about yourself. Like I said, like if you're always feeling sad because you're gonna hang out with that one girl who's always negging you and stuff like that, you're not gonna feel too good. So make sure you hang out with people that actually make you feel good. Tip that I would give to someone if you want to go physically would be, to spend some time alone and to not have like the fear of missing out. Like when you're young, you have this thing of, it's called FOMO, I think, like fear of missing out. You want to go to a certain party, you want to wear certain things, you want to buy certain things, you want to do certain things because other people are doing it. You're young, you want to be young, turn, and hot. But at the end of the day, like some things are not suitable for everybody, like personally, for me speaking, like I don't really have the funds to buy every single thing that's, being advertised on TikTok. I don't have the funds to live a certain lifestyle yet because I'm still a college student. I'm still trying to graduate college and get my financial stability, on the right path. And like I'm still young. So if I was to say I'm gonna buy this new Lululemon set that came out right now, that would mean that A, I'm gonna have to use whatever I just saved, or B, I'm gonna go into credit card debt. Are either those things good for me? No, like not suitable for things for me right now. So you have to have, this idea of like, certain things, they might sound fun and they might be fun, but I just don't have, it's not suitable for me right now. Maybe later in life, maybe in a year or two when I'm done with university, when I have a nice job, maybe I can buy that, but not now. Like you have to have, if you have this idea of this fear of always missing out, like you want to do every single thing that everybody and their mom is doing, you're gonna get yourself in debt, you're gonna get yourself in trouble, and you're gonna be sad and depressed for a long time, because this is America. You get yourself in credit card debt, you're not gonna get out of that for a very long time. So just, you have to just calm down. Some things are just not suitable. Like you're a college student, there's no reason for you to be partying all day, like, and all night. Like you have to wake up early in the morning, go to your job, go to your classes, do your homework. But the first thing to glow up physically would be to work on your posture. Like when you have good posture, it just makes you look better because you're so young. Like you see young people like 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, like people that didn't even reach the age of 30 with the most terrible posture you could possibly see. Fix your posture. Always sit up straight. If you're standing, make sure you're standing up straight. If you're like sitting or you're either doing your homework or things like that, make sure you're not like always slouching and always looking down. Fix your posture. The second thing would always to obviously be work on your skincare routine. Your skincare routine is very important. Your face is literally your passport. When you have a great skincare, you're gonna feel better, obviously, and you're gonna look better too. But you don't have to have like 121 skincare. You really don't have to do all that. Like you see the girls on social media do 121 steps for skincare is not necessary. You don't need all those things on your face, and B, you don't need to spend all that money. Like 2-3 steps would be okay. Like a daily routine for me, it would be like to a cleanser, a moisturizer, and sunscreen. And then like once a week or once every 2 weeks, I like to do a turmeric mask, a coffee mask, to shave my face. That's it. Like you don't have to do, in a sheet mask, like you don't have to do a lot, to be honest. Sometimes people do too much and then obviously it doesn't really work for them. Always less is always simple, less is always good. And also you have to figure out products that work for you. You do not have to put on something on your face because you see people on TikTok, or you see it's trending. Second thing is to work on your diet. A healthy, well-balanced diet is gonna fix your gut, is gonna fix you from the inside, because you can have the best skincare in the world, but if your diet is all over the place, then you're not gonna feel that good too. Like a diet has a lot to do with your physical appearance. Obviously, gaining weight, making you look glowy, gut issue, like all those things. So to make sure you have like a balanced, diet. Sometimes I like to go like a 2-day water diet or water fast. Sometimes I like to fast on Mondays or Thursdays. Sometimes there's things that a lot of you can do. Have a healthy, like well-balanced diet. Obviously you don't always have to like always eat grains and stuff like that. Sometimes I like to do this cabbage soup diet. Sometimes I like to like do green juice. There's like a lot of things that you can do to make sure you have a well-balanced diet, to fix your gut, to just do a lot of different things to make you feel good, and to make sure because your appetite and your nutrition is on a good path. Because a lot of times you see people like they work out all the time, they have all the skincare, expensive skincare, they're going to dermatology, facials, stuff like that, and it doesn't really do much for them because they need to work on their diet and they need to work on eating well balanced, healthy foods. The other thing is also to have a workout routine. When you have a fitness routine, like I've learned that the hard way, like working out 10 minutes per day, or going for a 30-minute walk, or like going on the bicycle for like 40 minutes, like things like that throughout the day will make you feel so much better about yourself compared to like not doing not a single thing. Anyways, like I said, like having a fitness routine will make you go so far. Like for me, the thing about me was I was always feeling burnouts because I was doing too much at the same, on a little amount of time. And then like that would just make me burn out. Like I'm like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. So make sure you always have some sort of small routine throughout the day. Like maybe when you wake up in the morning, go for a 30-minute stroll in the neighborhood before you go to work, or before you go to bed, go for like a 30-minute stroll. Like doing something throughout the day to keep up with your physical health is gonna make you and improve you so much better in terms of like glowing up physically, because obviously you want to feel good and you want to look good. The other thing I would add to that is to also have goals throughout the week. I already mentioned this in another video, to have goals and to have like some sort of like accomplishments that you want to accomplish, whether it be beauty, school, work, finances, anything that you want throughout the month or throughout the week or throughout the day. Like small goals make you feel so much better about yourself. The other thing is also to develop some sort of routine, like whether it be a morning routine or evening routine, some sort of routine where you're not thinking about other people, you're not thinking about school, you're not thinking about work, you're not thinking about nothing else but your self-care. Morning self-care routine and night self-care routine. Some people are morning people, and some people are night people. So it doesn't really matter what you like to do. At the end of the day, just make sure you have some sort of routine that will get you in tune with yourself. Other things that you can also do is go for a solo picnic date. Nowadays it's hot. You guys, it's hot. I'm gonna talk about things to do during summer in another video, but you can also go for like like you can go for a picnic day by yourself. You can take yourself out. I heard people say that they don't like to eat in restaurants because they don't want to be perceived as a loner. Like, hello, I love going to places by myself. I like to go into restaurants by myself. I like to go on picnics. I am a by myself type of person. Like obviously, alhamdulillah, like I have a big family and I love my family, but when it comes down to it, like I like to do every single thing. If I could do everything, I would do everything by myself because I enjoy my time alone. I never been, even when I was like younger, I remember I was never the kid that felt pressured to have friends or friend groups or to join certain crowds, because I was okay eating lunch by myself. I was okay being by myself at recess. I was okay, being on the swings by myself. When I was in high school, I was okay not going to certain parties or certain things or hanging out with certain people, because I've always enjoyed being by myself. And because I've always enjoyed being a loner, I feel like that got me, that didn't get me into too much trouble. Like I didn't have much wants, and I didn't really have much wants and needs for fitting in, because when you're young you want to fit in. Like that's the number one thing you want to do. Like you want to fit in, and that can get you into so much trouble, and that can get you into crowds that are not good for you, hanging out with people that are not good for you, and activities that are obviously not good for you. So if you want to glow up, make sure you are a person who is comfortable being by themselves, going to Pilates by yourself, the gym by yourself, to a restaurant by yourself, cafe shop by yourself, to work out by yourself, go for a stroll by yourself, go on a picnic day by yourself. Enjoy being by yourself. You're going to feel so much better, because mentally it's even good to spend time alone. If you say things, I've heard people say, oh, I don't really want to spend time by myself because I don't like the idea of being alone with my own thoughts. That's a scary thing to say, to be honest, and that's a scary thing to feel. Enjoy being by yourself and enjoy talking to yourself. Enjoy having discussions. My mom and my sisters, they think that I'm a little bit crazy, because I tell them like I have characters in my head and I talk to myself 24/7. Like I have like legit characters and things and plots in my head that are going throughout the day. Like at work, if I can't use my phone, or if I can't put headphones on, I'm 100% okay, because I have things in my head that will keep me entertained. So yeah, those are some steps. You guys, like, one thing about me is whenever I get in front of the camera, like I just ramble and I just get so uncomfortable. Obviously, I'm not really a camera person, but those are the tips that I have. In my next video, I want to talk about I want to give you guys like 10 ideas to do during summer, now that it's summer, like 10 activities that you will enjoy, and you won't be in your room all day throwing away your entire summer. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.